He who has health has hope. He who has hope has what? Has everything. One of the Arabian proverbs says that. Welcome to the first episode of my podcast, Moment with Lòlá. They have taken all obligations to raise awareness about certain health-related issues, beauty and beautification, travel and tourism, fashion, and as you know, entertainment. My name is Orishada Ridamula Dokas, your humble host. Saludos, welcome back. So with me on my first episode of Moment with Lòlá, I have a strong man. When I say a strong man, yes, a strong man, a fearless man, warrior also, Mr. Esosa. Can you please tell us about you? I only know you, not everyone knows you here. So I really want you to tell us about yourself, please.
It's nice to be here on this great show and to have this great opportunity. Well, my name is Mr. Esosa. For my growing up, I started Command Children's School, my two. That was for my primary school, and for my secondary school, Command Day Secondary School. And I grew up in a place where people, a fun environment. I was also my two, and I schooled in Central University of Technology in Ghana. That was where I got my theological certificate and graduated there.
Okay, well, Mr. Esosa, thank you for the little introduction though.
Yes.
So Mr. Esosa, if I can hear what you said, you studied theology in the school you went to outside Nigeria.
Yes.
How do you go outside Nigeria to have your course studied like theology, and like how do you feel studying theology instead of going to do data analysis or computer science or study another course entirely? Why go for theology?
Well, everything has a reason, and everything, there's nothing that is not planned by God.
Yes.
So, well, I had several opportunities of being in schools here in Nigeria, but one or two instances pulled me out, and on trying to seek for other admission or to apply for other admission, that was when the school came up, and I was fortunate to now get the admission to study. I first went there to study English, but there was a challenge I had to do with my health. A cost it over there that now later made me switch to theology, and that was what made me to graduate in theology.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mr. Esosa, how do you feel about the area you grew up, like the vicinity you grew up?
Yeah, I feel good about the vicinity I grew up, because it's also added to the person I am today, because every lifestyle, I learned one or two from where I grew up. Everywhere I grew up, everywhere I go or I stay, I try to pick up one or two that would really impact me, because trying to, in that place, I try to get the negative aspect of that area and the positive aspect of that area, and I sift out what would benefit me, because in the nearest future, when I now have my children, I'll be able to let them know the various negative vices and the positive vices of what they should do and what they shouldn't do. so that they can also impart it to their own children
also.
when they also grow up.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Mr. Esosa, what really makes you feel motivated?
What makes me feel motivated generally is God, because He inspires me to do so many things in life. He gives me that opportunity to even being alive is a whole lot of motivation, because once He gives that opportunity of you to be able to see another day, you're going out and you're coming in, you don't experience anything like any form of accident, you still come back to your family, still see you. It's a whole lot of motivation and strength to keep going, to keep pushing forward, despite the challenges and the various negativity in the country or states or location that you are.
Wow. Good point. Thank you very much, Mr. Esosa. So, Mr. Esosa, I'm very sure everybody knows about my health issues, and it's nothing hidden there.
Definitely.
Just like what I said, 2 times survival with brain tumor, so I'm good to call one as soon as possible. I know what it means when we talk about health-related issues. Here in Nigeria especially, our hospitals, everything, I really know what it really means, and being around amazing people really matters a lot. Like my families, my friends, it really means a lot. So Mr. Sister, please, how did your whole health issue affect your home, and what do you need, like when it comes to Nigerian medical sector, what do you think should be well arranged for people that are sick?
Well, starting from how it affected my home, because it made some kind of distances from me, and kind of negative reactions due to what, whenever I face the challenge of my health, because they'll start thinking negative about me, that okay, I've gone to do this, meanwhile it is far from that, because, and when saying such, it kills my morale, it brings me down, it affects me psychologically, that
it even affects your mental health. Yes, at that moment.
It affects me psychologically, affects my mental health, affects my reasoning, because whenever such happens, or whenever such happens, and when they say such things, especially from people that are supposed to even be there for me, to push me, to give me that moral
comfort,
comfort to make me heal, it's even when they're not there, it's now making me to feel abandoned. And in such an instance, I now retreat, that I'm not bold enough to now be discussing issues that bothers me a lot, that are supposed to get. And the society that we are, when you now discuss with some people outside, you don't know who is who.
Who is you? Is that they make jest of you?
Yes, they may act like, oh, they care, but meanwhile behind you they are mocking you, saying one or two things that even when you now hear it from another set of person, or even hear it from your family members, that, oh, see what they are saying and all these things, it will now even demoralize you. And in such instance, a whole lot of people have committed suicide.
Yes.
When they go through such
health issues.
I've been one person that I've try to attempt suicide.
Suicide.
But,
Wow.
but at the end of the day, I keep hearing some voices, like God speaking to me, maybe speak to me or through my dream, telling me, don't do that, don't do this, don't do this. Still a whole lot of things you need to achieve.
Wow.
And that still brings me to the fact that me studying theology, people will say, oh, you're supposed to be a pastor. Well, studying theology, you can be a pastor. And I tell people that may not be God's plan for me, even though I study theology, but his plan can still, for me, can still relate to things in the church that could help even build the particular church that I am. But may not be the plan that, oh, I might be a pastor to preach to people. Well, things can change.
Yes.
But for me, I feel that might not be the plan he has for me of being a pastor, but not distancing myself from the church, because the church is still what the society and the created every one of us is one that knew our name before we were born.
Yes.
Is also the same God that knows the number of hair strands on our hair. So I put everything to God, and I never disappoints.
Yes.
He always give room and solutions on how we can overcome it. But irrespective of that, which is the general way I overcome it, which is God, I also try my best not to really let most things, especially this year 2024, one of my plans for 2024 is the fact that I don't want to let anything bother me. Though we can't escape, we can't escape it, but whenever such things come, I just try to listen to music to just keep me going.
So,
Keep,
so you say music helps your spirit.
yeah, helps me to to
What
not
kind of music? Because we have different kind of
yes,
music nowadays. So, what kind of
yes,
music helps
as
the spirit?
as far as music is concerned, one, but l- the music itself also depends on the mood.
Mm-hmm.
Also depends on the mood. That's why I tell people that nobody in this life is perfect. So at this point in time, you you might have that mood to listen to a Christian music this period. Another period it may just be soul music like R&B. It can be rap music, it can be, so depends on the mood of the person. So nobody have the right to to change you as a person or change your mood. It's only you. So whatever suits you, go with it. Don't be forced by anybody or pushed by anybody apart from God. No grief for anybody.
Anybody.
Don't agree to anybody's own plan
Yes.
if it does not favor your
Yes.
own
It doesn't.
plan.
Yes. Yes.
Don't agree.
Thank you very much, Esosa. So, Mr. Esosa,
A
so,
particular
yeah,
issue like
your health issue. When did you notice it? Or at
well,
times you have some feelings, some symptoms. Like, what really trigger you, and how did you find out that this is what? Because some
well,
people might believe that a lot of fake people are outside there. They say fake things a lot, but how do you believe that this is what is this man is facing? All everything around this. So can you just brief
well,
us about
uh,
it?
due according to what I I I heard, said this thing started from when I was little,
Okay.
even 2 years old. This when I was 2 years old, that I fell from a dining table and hit my head on the floor.
So are you trying to tell me that since you fell from the dining table, no one has ever said, okay, let's take Esosa to the hospital to get MRI done? Let's say, so to prevent any future
No,
issues. So
no.
no one.
I know, and at that time, technology was not really advanced like the
Yes,
way
Mr.
we have it.
Esosa,
Like,
yes,
but nobody really pushed forward
for it.
for it. So it kept on happening, and even in my secondary school days, that I myself never knew that okay, what could be the reason, but not until 2016 when it that time I was in Ghana, when it now happened there, that I lost my voice, that I couldn't speak for some
So
time.
it means it affected your vocal
Yeah,
cord.
it affected my vocal cord, that I couldn't speak for some time. And when I eventually gained my voice back, I now had to prompt my family members and said, no, I have to do a general checkup. Let us know what
What's
this thing
going
is.
on?
So upon doing the general checkup, which required the MRI, that was when they said it was a tumor of the brain, which is also
in
Amen.
Jesus' name. The
Amen.
Lord will strengthen yourself. The Lord will strengthen. But what you need now is the strength from above. We shall grant this to you in Jesus' name.
Amen.